Dancing Rabbit, and I'm back. This is going to be kind of a twofer. Our first video of the new, I guess, school year was supposed to be a check-in, and since I've been checked out forever, let me check back in. As most of you know, I was a middle school math teacher, 6th, 7th, and 8th grade last year in a small charter school. And it's really hard work, and we were under a lot of pressure to produce those magic test scores, a lot of job pressure, and so I was working very, very hard, extra long hours. I guess maybe I should have just sort of blown it all off, because the new principal fired the entire staff except for the bilingual English teacher anyway. And the fact that I had one of the highest pass rates in the state really didn't make any difference. So, I was fighting against tiredness and burnout last year, and then I had major computer problems that prevented me from recording, converting videos, uploading most of the time. And what else? Oh, there's YouTube. It kept changing its format, and the messages and the inbox kept disappearing and moving to somewhere else for no apparent reason. So I did something that I guess a lot of guys do. I shouldn't have done it. Instead of quitting, announcing I'm gone, I'm out of here, I just kind of didn't do anything. I procrastinated, and weeks ran into months, and months ran into, I don't know, almost a year. Well, last week I got an email, a Facebook message from Cara, and turns out a lot of the hosts have been having the same kind of problems, at least with technical problems. And so we started doing an email exchange. Apparently that's how we hosts and subs are going to keep up with what's happening now, by email, which, it basically works. So anyway, I'm back, and so let me get on to this week's question from Colin Evans. Halloween in public schools. Samhain is coming up. My school says we cannot dress up. I was wondering what your opinion was as a pagan. I was going to dress up to honor my ancestry and traditions. Do you think I should be allowed, or is the school within its rights? They say it is a distraction, that it takes away from the learning environment, but I was wondering how this was any different from the 2-week spirit weeks when the school celebrates throughout the year, when they dress up and jubilantly celebrate school spirit. Let me answer this sort of from the back forward. It isn't any different. It's a celebration. It somewhat distracts from the learning environment. I personally think all of the practice tests, the benchmarking, the snapshots, and the 2, 3, 4 weeks of school that is spent on high-stakes testing also distracts from the learning environment. I think that you are within your rights. However, the school holds the cards. I don't know that it really would be worth it for you to push it and say, you have Christmas. Well, no, it's a winter holiday. You don't have Christmas anymore. You have Easter. Well, no, it's spring holiday. Here in Houston, some of the minority religions, for example, we have a fairly large Jewish community. And when I was working for HISD, there was this odd fall holiday toward the end of September. Turns out that was Rosh Hashanah, or Yom Kippur, I forget. I think we also got out for Yom Kippur for a couple of years. So, it goes both ways. I think you are within your rights to want to celebrate your chosen faith path, your chosen religion. However, the school has the authority, the power to say, no, you can't. Hindu students don't get out for Diwali. I suppose if they took off anyway, I don't know if it would be an excused absence or what. I'm just saying, I don't think it would really be worth pressing it. I'm not sure how thoroughly costumed you intended to be, how distracting it would actually be. This is my suggestion, which kind of allows it to be a win-win. Allows the school to, do their educational thing, and allows you to honor your ancestors and celebrate your faith path. What if instead of dressing up, you took maybe an article of clothing or jewelry, some other thing, or possibly a photograph of one or more of your ancestors with you to school? You know, you could put a photograph in a plastic protector, put it in your notebook. When you finished with your work, when you're not really supposed to be doing any school stuff, open it up, look at it for a few minutes, sort of quietly meditate with your eyes open. You know, you're looking at a picture of grandmother, great-granddad, or great-great-granddad. I have several things that I've kind of inherited from my father, from both of my grandparents, and those would be things that maybe I would stick in my backpack. My granddad's duck call. Can't quite stick my other granddad's radio in the backpack because it's like really big. But, you know, maybe you could talk, you know, I could talk, if I were a kid, I could talk to my science teacher about this vintage 1930s radio that I had that still worked, bring it to school in the science lab, maybe turn it on, let it work. A way to celebrate my heritage. I would suggest maybe wearing some sort of pagan jewelry under your shirt. Yes, I know Christians wear their crosses openly. Probably half the kids at the school where I'm teaching now wear their rosary beads and crucifix openly. I don't wear my pentagram openly. It's just not worth the hassle. You know, I've been through that a couple of times, and I'm just not willing to go through it again. And I don't know, you know, for you if it would be worth it or if it would not be, or how much of a hassle it would really be. I certainly don't encourage young people to publicly out themselves. I think most people, especially those that have problems with paganism, you know, it almost isn't their business. It's your business. And it's not being kind of chicken or hiding or not thoroughly honoring the god and the goddess to keep it private. You know, keep private things private. So I hope that answered your question. I hope you have a really good Samhain, Day of the Dead, Halloween, you know, whatever. So, till next time, Dancing Rabbit, bright blessings.